Hello friend, welcome back to my new lecture on WSDL, Web Service Description Language. So today's lecture is about introduction to WSDL, Web Service Description Language. And basically WSDL is not a programming language, it is a web standard, and it is according W3 specification, World Wide Web Consortium specification, and HTML, HTTP, XML and many other tools are used in this web service description language. And in this you can see here w3.org/tr/WSDL for the official recommendation. You can take the help of this for its official recommendation. And programming language independent way to do this, WSDL uses XML services, XML to describe the interfaces, and we can execute any program, either C# or Java program, remotely by this WSDL. And uh, these web services like Amazon Web Services, and they don't care about which web server and with which web browser the customer is running their sites, and which server they are executing. So all these things happens in this WSDL. And WSDL and SOAP are the generalization of this XML. And the message passing in different ways. The response request response cycle in WSDL is such a way. So one way, the operation can receive the message but will return on the response. This is the one way communication in the case of WSDL. And other one is the request response. The client send the request and server send the response. And solicited response, it means the client will wait up till the time server send the response of the client. He will wait the response. And notification means one way communication, like notifying from the server. And the finally the last one is the request and multiple response. So suppose we are sending a request and we are getting multiple response from the different sites. So these are the different operation types of the operation type of WSDL. So request response type is most common operation type, and WSDL define 4 different types. And XML schema related standard for this WSDL are the XML schema, XML namespaces, binding by SOAP, HTTP, MIME, by these different protocols. So, and if you see the structure of WSDL, then you will find that type, message, code, binding, services. So first of all, we'll define the namespace, and then we'll write the type of the WSDL, then we'll write the message, then we'll write the port, then binding communication protocol, and then finally we have services. So we'll discuss about all these structure element of the WSDL. Either it is namespace, type, message, port, binding, services, and finally definition is closed here. So this way, this is the structure of the WSDL program. So now see this example. We have one class, eco service class, and it is implemented by the eco service interface. And you can see here eco service interface is there. It is public interface, eco service interface, and inside this eco service interface we have public string eco function, and it is written its argument is string to eco. So when we will execute this one from this program. So this is the class eco service implement eco service interface, and its function public string eco, string message, and return message. So eco function will be executed. And however, in the previous one, eco is the function prototype. This is prototype of the eco function, and we have redefined this function here in the derived class of this base interface. So public string eco, string message, which is argument. So you can see the argument to eco, this string to eco is the argument here, and accordingly string message is the argument here. So we have written mentioned here return MSG, and public static void main string args, and then we have this curly bracket, and inside this curly bracket we have written a new eco service dot eco hello. So new eco service dot eco hello means this eco function we are running from here, and eco service is the name of class. So we are creating the object of the same class, and then we are running its function, eco function. So this way we are running the function. So this is the eco service class, and another function eco, and uh, so as we know that we have defined the function, the previous class, previous class. This is eco service class, which is implemented by the eco service interface, and this is eco service interface. And now you can see the C sharp client and which is connecting with the WSDL server, and server with WSDL having in the server. So to this way we are connecting with the server. So we have been this soap eco hello. So we have written here soap. We are sending the message from from the client to server through soap, and we have mentioned here eco function. So you can see here this eco function. This is the eco function. So we are mentioning this eco function here. At hello message we are passing, and it will respond as a hello to the client. So we can take the previous Java program and deploy it in the Tomcat as a service, and client can then invoke the eco service. WS tell them how to do it, and the role of WS is it will tell the how to do it, and client don't need to know anything about the service implementation or even language. So this is the program, and you can see as I have explained you the structure of WSDL. The first of all we have namespace, then type, then message, then port, then binding, then service. So you can see here we have, first of all we have namespace. We have different namespace, XML namespace. You can see here namespace, then we have message, then port type, and then we have binding, and finally we have service name. So see the definition, see the WSW definition. Target namespace is this, and we have number of XML namespace. XML NS, first namespace, second namespace, third namespace, fourth namespace, SOP, INTF, INPL, WSDL, WSDL SOAP. So we have different namespaces even along with the XSD. This is also namespace of the XSD. So this is closed here. So all the namespaces which is required for WSDL program, we will have all these namespaces. Then we have message. So inside the message we will have echo request and echo response. So you see here, so WSDL message name echo request, and WSDL message name echo response. So message is closed here, and this message is closed here. So these are their type is string type, and we have mentioned here string type. And then port will inform you which web service we have to invoke, we have to execute. So we'll write here the echo, as we have written here WSDL port name echo. So you can see here this echo, you can see here echo, we are executing echo, that echo we are running, this web service echo web service we are running here. We have mentioned here echo web service. So it is also mentioned here echo. This is the name of port type, name is echo, its name, string value we have passed to as a name, and operation name is echo, means we are running echo function, and parameter order is this. And WSDL input message, this is the input message, and this is the output message, and it will be closed here. Port is closed here. Then we will have the binding. This is the binding, and finally we will have WSDL service name echo service. Will have this echo service. You can see the binding means we have given here echo service. This is echo service. We are binding with this function, with this class echo service class. So so inside this we have written WSDL service name eco service. So WSDL port binding is this, and we have written here eco, its name, and accordingly eco, that web service is inside this service directory, and finally it is closed by the port, and finally closed by the web services. So this is all about the web WSDL program. It is divided into 4 parts. So thank you guys, thank you very much for listening this lecture.